So well, I think recording has been started. Shubham has recording has been started now.
Yeah, recording is started.
Okay, let me present again. So is my screen visible?
Yes, Aditya, your presentation is visible.
Okay, so let's start with full screen. Let me full screen this. It can take a while because today is some internet issue. So just wait for a few minute moment. This will be over. Oh, okay. Is it now visible?
Yeah, Aditya, it's visible.
So okay, let me on my camera. So hello everyone. I welcome you all to the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. And so we have already waited for 5 minutes. So the left participants can join in between. So let's start with our today's session. So is my next slide visible to all?
Currently, no. Please try again.
Oh, it's loading, I think. Oh, what is happening? Oh, is my topic visible to all?
Yes, Aditya, your topic is visual. You
So
can resume your slides.
it's stuck in between because of internet. Okay, so let's start. So everyone knows our topic for today's session is beginning with Azure IoT. So let me introduce myself. I'm an organizer of this event and myself Aditya Kumar. I'm currently a Alpha Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador and pursuing bachelor's degree in electrical engineering from Central University of Haryana. So, and our today's co-host is Kumar Subham. So, Kumar Subham, please introduce yourself.
Uh, Hello everyone, myself Shubham, pursuing electrical engineering from the Central of Haryana, and I am the batchmate of the Aditya.
Okay, so I think everyone know should inform us about, and let's start with our session. So firstly, let me on off my camera because it's stucking in between because of internet issue. So let me off my camera and we will begin. So before we move further, I would like to ask, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. So before we move further, so let us look at today's agenda of this event. So I will start my event by talking what is IoT, that is Internet of Things, and moving further, I think Kumar Subham, you are unmuted. I think.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so firstly I will discuss what is IoT, that is Internet of Things. Moving further, we will understand IoT on Azure, that is a cloud platform. So then we will talk about Azure IoT components and their uses. And finally, we will finish this event by giving you some smaller demo of creating Azure IoT Hub. So I believe that agenda is clear to all. So let's quickly get started. So our first agenda is what is IoT, that is Internet of Things. So let me firstly introduce IoT. So question arises in your mind that what is IoT? So IoT has many definitions because the domain is so wide, or I can say there are many things that you can do with IoT. So defining it in a single way will not make any sense. So you can think that IoT is an approach that make devices smarter, or you can think about it as an approach of basically it connect more than one devices, or you can also use IoT to collect data. So I think it does not making any sense. So I will move further by giving you one example, small example. So we all are human beings. So we learn something new every day. In technical sense, I can say that we collect data every day. So have you ever think about the devices which collect data and transfer it data to other devices? So yes, there are some devices exist in our technical terms. So that devices can be managed by IoT. So let me give you some theoretical definitions. So firstly, as IoT is about connectivity of physical devices through network. So physical devices means that you can use that your mobile phones, your notebook, it can be your car. So it also counted as a physical device because there you all know that there are a lot of sensors that can use in car and notebooks to sense you and inform you. So our next definition is a collection of platform services across edge and cloud that connect, monitor, and control. IoT just means that it connect more devices, and you can monitor it on one portal, or you can say on one device, and you can control also by any one portal. So our next definition is it is the network of internet connected devices that communicate sensor data to cloud for centralized processing. So what does it mean that uh, it sends data from other devices and process as cloud and give us action? That is what is IoT is. So I think everyone should understand about IoT, and we will furthermore. understand about the IoT, so that you will be getting more. So let's move to our next slide. So let's talk about some uses of IoT, that is Internet of Things. You must notice that there is a large amount of data that we generate every day. uh, you can say that by you use phones, you use mobile phones and their apps, and also you do online shopping and browsing stuff. This all generate a data which we cannot store. So these all create a large amount of data, which can be used somewhere else to simplify our work. So we need someone to collect this data. Then when it comes to human beings, so yes, we are sharpest being on earth. But problem is here is that human accuracy, because at a time it can go up or it can go down, but it cannot be accurate as machine as. So you need to create a machine which collect this data. So what internet has done is, this data is used, an amount of data that has been generated because of internet. So it also have you given a solution, and the solution is IoT, that it collects data and it collects data, and you can use it on any devices by connecting via IoT. So So by doing that, the devices are smarter enough that they can collect data for you, so that your only job is to go through the data and use the data. That is why these devices are becoming smarter day by day. So let me explain with specific examples. Like first one is smart devices. For example, you use phone every day. Uh, I think everybody has phone nowadays. So it generates a lot of data, as I have told earlier, that you use mobile apps, browsing stuffs, and all. They all are they all can be managed by IoT, and you used to connect these devices to your Bluetooth headphones and all, that it will be included in that. So let's move to our next is our smart vehicles. When I am talking about smart vehicles, I'm talking about that the location intelligence in smart vehicle. It means that the location intelligence in smart vehicle, what does it do is that it generally improves the quality of services and increase the safety, and it also reduces the cost by finding smarter way to get people. So like this, we can use IoT in smart vehicles. So next in our list is wearable technology. Wearable technology means you wear watches, headphones, you use airports. All can be included in IoT. So so let's move to next. Our next in so our next is smart home and appliances. So when we are talking about smart homes appliances, it includes the automatic doors and windows that you have already somewhere else listened or noticed that automatic doors and windows are there, that counted as a smart homes. So and you must have heard about that lights are working after your command, by giving your command, and or by sensing you. It all include under IoT. So let's move to our next. Next is our logistics. Logistics is, I simply explain this, that logistics comes under a transportation. So monitoring what happen in transportation is that you can monitor your delivery routes or respond to any issues if happen during the transportation. It is and it has also helped us to achieve greater security, efficiency, and peace of mind for the supply chainers who are uh, giving or taking transport. So let's move to our Next in list is analytics. Generally, analytics is about collecting data from any source. So, from example, that as I've already told you about mobile apps that generate a lot of data and browsing stuff. Also, you can collect data from also that retailers, big retailers also used to use this to collect data. So, next in our list is smart energy. So, as a smart energy, so as we are moving towards sustainable future, IoT monitors and enhance the performance of guide assets and optimized distribution energy resource. It also lowers its cost with Azure IoT, and it can also improve the energy efficiency. So because energy is a great demand in our today's generation. So next is our list is online shopping. Online shopping, that it means that uh, Azure IoT enables business to get a deployment readily with retail specific application templates. Means it brings intelligence to cloud so that business value that merge with retail analytics also give to the retailers and also to the shopkeep means customers. And next is our healthcare. Azure IoT offers technology platform just to improve patients' outcome, streamline, and clinical operation that help with a seamless, smart, and highly secure IoT technology. That all are the applications and you can say uses of IoT, that is Internet of Things. So so let's move to our next slide. So our next slide is about that. I've already told that IoT, Azure IoT is used in transportation. So here is I have a proof of that Azure IoT is used in companies. So you can see a video proof by Microsoft. So I will play. Oh, firstly, is it played or not?
Aditya, try to play it once again.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah, it's visual.
As an
it is audible also.
Yeah, it's
Hello.
audible. Yeah, it's audible.
Okay. Let's see the video.
airline pilot, I know that to fly with the best, you need to work with the best. With over 13,000 engines in operation around the globe, Rolls-Royce provides the services to maintain them at peak performance. Today, each engine has thousands of sensors that can produce terabytes of data on long-haul flights. Making sense of all that data is critical in transporting my passengers safely and efficiently. Rolls-Royce uses Azure IoT Suite to analyze data remotely and deliver real-time, actionable insights to me and to the airlines about engine performance and operational efficiencies. Advanced analytics help us optimize fuel economy, anticipate maintenance needs, and avoid costly downtime and delays. A single unscheduled disruption and its knock-on effect to a fleet and the passengers can cost an airline up to $1 million a day. With early notice, our team can proactively have parts at the right place and time, reducing inventory costs and maximizing availability. Up to 1/3 of a plane's weight is fuel. As a pilot, I decide how much fuel my plane carries. Insights into engine efficiency, weather conditions, flight path, and scheduled landings impact my decision. Cortana Intelligence helps me choose the optimal fuel level to maximize efficiency. With 40% of our operating budget devoted to fuel, even a small percentage reduction can save us tens of millions of dollars each year. Microsoft and Rolls-Royce, reaching new heights in customer value.
So, hope you understand by this video how Azure IoT is used in transportation and logistics. Hello, Shubham, I will continue.
Yeah, Aditya, continue, please.
Okay, so let's move to our second agenda, and that is IoT on Azure. So, IoT is a great boon for humankind if used wisely. So that IoT is, I believe that nowadays I believe that now you understand what IoT is, and let us move to further and try to understand other topics that mentioned in agenda. So our next in that is list is Azure on IoT means okay. A question comes in mind your mind that why should you use IoT, that means Internet of Things, on a platform like Azure? So let us try to understand Azure. So when you talk about Azure, we can talk about a power consumption analogy. So basically think of Azure as a platform that basically provide you with the services that help you to solve various computation, storage, and applications deployment issues. So how it is does that if you look at the power consumption analogy, what you will notice that electricity flows into your house. That electricity flows into your house. You basically consume electricity, and at the end of the month, you pay the bill for the units of electricity that you consume. So you need not to worry about the how electricity is flowing and who is managing it. And once it goes down, you all have to do is to contact the power supplier, and then they will take care of it, right? So you do not have to worry about the units that you have consumed. So all you have to do is to look at the bill and pay the bill. So basically what is happening is someone else is taking care of all the things that you related to our power consumption. You just have to pay the bill. Okay. So when you talk about the software development, there are a lot of problems that one has to face. That buying server, hosting an application, maintaining and monitoring those applications. So have you ever think that what if you are given a solution? It means ready to use solutions where you have to just where you have to have just to worry about the data which you consume and stop worrying about these issues. So wouldn't it be nice? So when you talk about Microsoft Azure, it does exactly that for you. It provides you with the cloud computing solutions, or it provides you the platform that solves various issues that are related to your software development. So it is a similar to power consumption analogy. I believe that it making some sense. So in this case, your Azure is basically an electricity provider in terms of software service, right? So that is what Microsoft Azure is, and so it is a cloud platform that provides you with various services that concern computing and software development. You can actually go ahead and rent these services and use them for particular time duration when you want to use them, or you can easily get rid and release those services once you have done using them. So this is what Azure is, and why should you use IoT, means Internet of Things, on a platform like Azure? So well, Azure is one of the leading cloud service provider, and this is that is why you talk when you talk about Azure. What Azure does is that basically provide you with various integration services that help you to implement IoT services on it. So now you can see the definition that Azure computing services are similar to power consumption analogy. We pay for only the power units we use, or some as maintain the productive production and supply. It means that you need not to worry about the supply of power and management of the softwares. So I would like to hand over the session to my co-host Kumar Subham. So Kumar Subham, please continue with next slide.
Uh, Thank you, Aditya. I hope I am audible.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. Like I introduced earlier, I am an electrical engineering student, but I have a keen interest in the integration of the hardware and the software. So IoT is the best thing for me to talk. I will explain the basically IoT Azure IoT reference architecture. Different sectors demand different architectural solutions. Like here is the basic one. Like I hope a screen is visible. IoT on Azure.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. Architecture is basically divided into mainly three domain: things, insights, and actions. Things domain is where all the device functions occurs and data collected through a integrated IoT hub that is called services. Here is the link between the IoT devices through a cloud gateway that is called IoT hub. It's a different for different services. Like if you want to if you want to use a personal IoT hub, you can easily avail from the Azure solutions. And then, sorry for in things domain is where all the device functions occurs and data collected through integrated IoT hub that is called services. Insight domain where all the analytical process happens through the UI and reporting tools, system processing, and different kinds of other IoT components, Azure IoT components. And all raw or process data is stored, that is called computing. And then the process data used for integration of your business solutions, that is a action domain. Let me take an example of event in things domain, like temperature significantly out of operating range or any anomaly in the operating temperature of your devices, or gathering events over many days and analyze patterns in maintenance. Then these all data transfer to insight domain, where analysis shows cooling system malfunction or temperature need to adjust or rather malfunction, then automatically action domain part will perform, like invoke dispatch of the maintenance services, notify device to adjust temperature, modify log of maintenance schedule for your systems and all. By using this architecture module, you don't have need take care of your devices and your business, business you are running, and what kind of field you are. If I say the potential use cases, then in manufacturing sector, uh, prediction of machine failure on the plant floor, provide real-time data on the plant floor for immediate decision making. In the healthcare sector, obtain a complete view of patient, maintaining a patient log, monitor surgeries and procedures also. In the energy sector, monitor offshore oil rigs, monitor ships at sea, monitor of smart grid systems, and so on. These are the main part where the architecture is important, and every sector has the different architecture. Like manufacturing has a different architecture, and energy sector has a different architecture. Healthcare system has a different architecture. Here is the basic one, but the main domain is the things, insight, and action. Thank you. Over to you, Aditya.
Okay, I hope Subham points are clear to all. So let's move further. And I think, okay, so let us look at some of the important IoT components on Microsoft Azure. So our third agenda is that Azure IoT components. So let's take a look. So when I say component, you can think of these as a services. Let us try to understand this. That our first component is Azure IoT Central. Uh, it is a fully managed global IoT software as a service solutions that make it easy to connect, monitor, and manage. So when you talk about Microsoft Azure, as I have already mentioned that it is a cloud platform, and if you learned about cloud platform to some extent, you have three services. First one is infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. So as you progress with these services, IaaS IaaS means infrastructure as a service. It's basically a service that you that provides you with basic infrastructure. On top of which you can choose everything that you want to do. That means you can basically have a layer on the top of which you can choose what operating system you want to use, what the binaries to use, and what applications to run, and what programming language to use. So it is a basic infrastructure that you can have. So when you talk about PaaS, it basically a platform as a service, where a platform is given to you to use, where you have ready to use applications. And third one is SaaS, that software as a service, where a complete software is given to you on which you can use it. So for example, you can take an example of Gmail. So you do not have to sit and code Gmail, right? So it is ready to use applications. Uh, you do not need to worry about its security management and its maintenance. Everything is taken care by someone else. So clouds provides you with these kind of services. When you talk about Azure IoT Central, think of SaaS kind of service, means uh, uh, software as a service. I mentioned Gmail, right? So what is that is what is that, and it provide you with a service that basically lets you create similar software as a service kind of applications for IoT platforms. So that is what Azure Central is. And next on this list is Azure IoT Hub. So it is a messaging hub that provides and secure communication and monitoring of millions of IoT devices. So it is very important services. Basically, what it is does is that it lets you to connect other services and applications. So it form a central point of communication for all these applications. So when I talk about Microsoft Azure, IoT Central, and it is a kind of when you talk about Microsoft Azure that I have discussed earlier, that Azure IoT Central, it is kind of dependent on Azure IoT to some extent, and in other ways is need not to be true. So Azure IoT Hub is a fairly independent service, and it's let you communicate with other applications and other services, and it also form an hub where application communicates. So make note this, because it can be your in ask in your upcoming quiz, or it is a and I will give you one demo of a about deployment of a Azure IoT Hub. So it is very important. So let's move further, and next in our list is Azure Maps. So it includes host of features to handle geospatial data. For IoT apps, that feature it include that traffic and weather conditions, that you can all monitor your traffic and weather through this. So it also help to calculate your best route for transportation. So let's move further. And next is Azure Digital Twins. It is a comprehensive software models of physical environments. So they let you create a models. When you talk about digital twins, it work in that way, and these services help you to link streaming data across digital and physical world. Means it only link streaming data across a digital world. So let's move further, and next in our list is Azure Sphere. And Azure Sphere is a microcontrollers with built-in Microsoft security technology. So it let you create devices, those are hardware heavy. So it has a microcontrollers which connect various devices with Azure Sphere. Product manufacturers can create secure connected devices that can be updated or controlled or monitored and maintained remotely. So that is what Azure Sphere is. And next and last in our list is Azure Time Series Insight. So it connect to billion. Oh, let me check. Okay, Azure Time Series Insight. So basically, if you learned about analytics, I told you earlier that analytics is a collection of data. So you are talking about the time series. That means how data varies from time to time, like your stock market. The graph is not constant in stock market. It might go up, it might come down. Basically, a series of information that varies per time is called time series analysis. So when you talk about Azure time series insight, it does it what it does is it let you build an application that help you to collect real time data and generate insight out of it. So that is an that I- it is a analytics kind of application. We won't be getting into details of these all services today because there are a lot of other services also. So we will cover that in further session. You can reply in my chat box or WhatsApp group that if you want, we can arrange like more event like this for you. So let's move further. So let us quickly move to demo part. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly create a simple Azure IoT hub. So let's rock. Let me stop my presentation because I have to open Azure portal. Meanwhile, if you have any doubts regarding this session or something else, you can drop in chat box because we have other MLSs that can answer you, or we will continue in at the last this session. So let me just open my Azure portal. So let wait for a minute because my internet is taking today a lot of. So let me present my Azure portal to you. I will be creating a demo of Azure IoT Hub, that how can you create an Azure IoT Hub and deploy it, and you can also connect it to IoT devices. So let me open, where is this? So I think my Azure, Microsoft Azure is visible to everyone. Shubham, is it visible?
Yeah, Aditya, your screen is visible.
Okay. So what you have to do is just search an Microsoft Azure portal, and you have to log in and just I just log in. taking time. Okay, so I have to reload this. Okay, let's just like you can search Azure. Meanwhile, you can also open an Azure portal because it will be easy for you to learn by following steps. I will also provide your recording after the session. Need not to worry. So you have to just open Microsoft Azure and it is logging in. So let it be loaded. Okay, so Kumar Subham, is it visible? Microsoft Azure portal.
Yeah, Aditya, your portal is visual.
Okay, so let's talk. So when you talk about Azure IoT, what you have is Azure portal, and it provide you with free Azure services for a limited amount of time. So if you are new to Azure, I will suggest you to create a one free account, free tier account. All you have to do is give certain details, credit card, debit card details, and you are good to go. So you can have that free tier account in which you have all these certain free credits. Being a Microsoft Learn student ambassador, they provide me every month with Azure credits of rupees 10,000 plus. So I need not to make any purchase or make a free tier account. So, so let us create a simple Azure IoT hub first. So you can see this Azure portal, and you have lot of services like if you click on create a resource. So let it be processed. So you can see here a lot of services are given by Azure portal that you can create a web app, you can create an DevOps and everything, Windows Server data enhancer. There are a lot of services that you can do. But in our today's session, we will deploy Azure IoT Hub. So I have though here is IoT Hub. So let me click this. And what I have to do is just to create a resource. And one more thing I would like to tell you, for learning this all stuff, you can Microsoft provide free documents. So you can check out Microsoft Learn. So on your browser, you just search Microsoft Learn. You will find documents regarding Azure and all other stuffs related to Microsoft by free of cost. So when you click on create resource, it will pop up to like this. So first you have to select subscription. So I have a Visual Studio Enterprise subscription, which is given by Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors. So if you have any other, you can select that. So in my case, I will select Visual Studio. So resource group. A resource group, it is an individual ID. So you can create one or create new, or you can select from existing one. So in my case, I have Advish IoT already. So I will so already so let create new one because you also have to create new one. So You can type a random name. Uh, Let it be type Advish IoT 2. Okay, so it is green mark. It means it is valid. So you have to click on OK. So next is IoT hub name. So you can name your IoT hub. Just I name Advish 10. So okay, so you can give name to your IoT hub. And it should be different from other that already taken in that. So next you have to click on region. A region is that what is that is Microsoft Azure has data centers in different part of the world. So what you can do is you can just click any of the regions, means any of the data centers. You can create India also, but in my case it is a very small type of resource, so it will not take so much data. So I will just click East US. So you have to click on next networking. So you can see a public endpoint. I will need not to change. And here you can see the management. So the number of S1 IoT hubs. So you can increase according to your wish, and you can also select pricing and scale tier according to your wish. And you can see here masses per day it will be in my case there will be 4 lakh. So and cost per month is 1801. It is Indian rupees. So I need not to change anything. So just without wasting any time, I will click on review and create. So you can see it is started validating. So let's wait for some time. Okay, validation has been passed. You can see networking is public and work and management, pricing tier, message per day, cost per month. You can all review from this, and you have to just click on create. Okay, so you can see the notification submitting the deployment template for resource group IoT Advish IoT 2 is being in progress. So you can all done this is deployment is in progress. So let wait for some time. हाँ जी. Okay, so deployment is in progress. So let's wait for some time because it is it will take some time. So meanwhile, I have already mentioned that in the WhatsApp group or mail also that after that we have to play a quiz. So I think we should we should deploy it or should we wait because it will take some time. Meanwhile, you can open your Kahoot apps or on browser you can type kahoot.it. I will show you pin, and just all you have to do is just enter your pin and your nickname. So what? So let me present that quiz, and it is deployment is in progress. So let it be. So I will stop sharing my screen and share quiz screen. So I think you all are ready for quiz. Hello. Okay, so let me share my screen. Oh, one of the MLSA have shared the link in the chat box. You can just go to that portal also, or if you have downloaded app, you have to click on enter pin. I will show pin. Wait for some time. Okay, Kumar Subham, is my screen visible?
Yes, your screen is visible.
So let's start. Meanwhile, if you have any problem regarding the, because I have set an music in background, if you have any problem, so Kumar Subham, please see the chat box. If anybody has problem regarding that, I can switch it off because I have set an music because that's why.
Oh, okay, no issue, Aditya.
Okay, let it be loaded. Okay, you can see, get ready to join. You can join via kahoot.it or Kahoot app. So here is a pin. Kumar Subham, please enter this pin in chat box 83598. Oh, okay, okay. We have a lot of participants in quiz. So you all know that top five quiz winner will be getting digital swags for from Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors. So be ready with it. Okay, you all can see your names on the screen. I think 45, 46 participants have been joined till now. And Kumar Subham, what is the number of participants in our event today?
Uh, Currently 69.
Okay, there have been 69 and in quiz there is 45. So firstly join everyone because we have to complete, there is 45 only in the quiz. Just you have to visit kahoot.it or you can just go on app and enter this pin. Go fast. So I think we should start now because if anybody has left, they can join in between the quiz also. Okay. So let's. I'm starting the quiz. So 3, 2, 1. Let's rock. Oh, I think internet is stucking in between. You can just feel. I'm feel sorry for that. So first question is, this is logo of which Azure IoT component? Or you have to create a, just click on right option. You have 10 seconds. Okay, we have 33 correct options. Oh my god. So let's see who is on the top. Oh, Shruti is on top beside Abhishek. So let's move to next question. And it is very simple, I think. Who is the CEO of Microsoft? Come on, fast, fast. Time is open. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, only 29 are correct. I think this will be known by everybody.
I am expecting more correct answer from this question.
Yes, same here. So let's see who is on the top. Oh, Vishek is on top with 1721. Okay, let's move to next question. True or false? You have to just click on true. It is true or false. Come on, fast time is overing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. You can also see from my GIF that I have placed beside in the question that he is also showing the red flag. It means it is false. So no worries. So check
One
out
thing
who is
I want to add one more thing. Azure
yes.
resources are not all Azure resources are not paid. Some are free also. You can use some free trial.
Yes. I have mentioned that now. Free trial account you can make. Okay, so Vishek is still on top beside Gajendra. So let's move to our next question. What is meant by cloud computing? I think that is also not a very hard one. So time is up. Okay, we have got 34 answers correct. So let's check who is on the top. Atul have highest streak of 4. Congratulations, Atul. And but Vishek is still on top. So next question is what is not reason to move to the clouds? Time is up. Okay, we have got only 17 correct answers, but you can those who have got wrong answers they can also practice after the quiz. So let's check who is the on top. Vishek is still on top. Gajendra is second. Abhishek Ranjan has streak of 5 correct answers. Well done, Abhishek Ranjan. So our next question is which common IoT challenge do customer often face? Our time start now. Come on, fast. Time up. Oh my god, only 17 are correct. Okay, no worries. Let's check who is on top. Oh my god, Gazendra is on top. Okay, force. So 4 players just hit answer streak of 3. So wait for a minute. I just come. So let's move to next question. So seventh and third last question is Azure IoT component provide microcontrollers. I have mentioned in my PPT slides. If you have given some concentration on my slides on today's session of okay, time up. Oh, we have got an only 7. Oh my God, I think you have been not listening my lecture event today. Need not to worry. So let's see who is on the top. Oh, Vishek is already on top. So next, our second last question, third last question. In which year Microsoft owned by GitHub? I think it's very easy. Still, still 8 correct options. So Microsoft owned GitHub in 2018, not in 2015. So let's see who is on top. Vishek is still on top. So here comes a second last question. It might complicated, I think. So let's see who give the correct answer. I'm still waiting. Stream processor is correct options. Okay, 21 are incorrect. Need not to worry. Last and final question. Oh my God, this Bangtan girl. Oh, please tell your name in chat box because we have to provide you digital swags. So next and last question of the event. When was Microsoft founded? It is very easy. Come on, fast. Oh, meanwhile I got Wi-Fi. Oh my God. Still, still 14 are only 14 are correct. So it is very easy. Microsoft was founded in 1975, not in 1985. So I think you must have learned anything from this quiz or this session. So let's see who is the winner. Oh, on third position is Harshal Zani. Second one is
Congratulations,
Butanga.
Harshal.
And first one is Vishek.
Abhishek.
Oh,
Many
he's
congratulations, Abhishek.
please take a screenshot or a screenshot of this. Oh, as I have already mentioned that we will provide you digital swags to top 5 winners. So congratulations to all. Okay, let me stop presenting this and we will go on our deployment. Okay, so let us check is our deployment has been completed or not. And this is last. Need not to worry, Gajendra, you lost. At least you learned something new. So let me present again the Azure portal. So yes, here we go. So Kumar Subham, is my screen visible?
Yes, Aditya, your screen is visible.
So you can deployment complete. You can do go to the it is taking some time. Okay. So I have named Advish 10 to my IoT hub resource. So let it be loaded. So here you can see you can manage your activity logs, solve problems, tags, event, everything from this. So what we have to do after this, just you have any if you have any IoT devices. Meanwhile, I haven't any IoT devices still in my room, so I will not be able to connect that to this resource. But in moreover, in after this event, in coming days we will conduct a webinar event to show that how it works. So how you can what you can do is you can just connect your IoT device with it and manage it. So you can manage everything from this portal. So meanwhile, if anyone has made this for free, I will recommend to delete this because it can take money for that if it stay for a long time. So I will recommend to delete this if anybody has made. So that's all for today's session. I would thank you all for joining my today's session. Hope you all enjoyed. And I am unmuting and I'm stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to and now it's time for question. So let me stop my recording first.